Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. So I'm out here, decided to take the dog for a walk. And naturally, I'm contemplating you again. So what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about why is it that I tell you what I've been given to tell you, and others who have been given to tell you what they tell you, yet they can't see what I have been given to tell you. I don't understand why there's such a big thing that we miss. And then after I give it some thought, it really becomes easier to understand. And what I actually see, ladies and gentlemen, is this. I see a message coming to you from two different perspectives, and one is tantalizing and people love it, and another isn't, and they don't love it. And what message is that? Well, the message that you get from Billy Graham and T.D. Jakes and all those guys who are super rich and wealthy, Osteen, the big mega churches. You love the message they give you. You go to them, you turn your radio and TV stations on to listen to them. You send your tithes and offerings in to them, and they are living wealthy. And you love that. That represents what they have taught you as an expression of God. Well, when it comes down to the other message, which that other message says, I am the truth, they don't want to hear it. I heard someone say one time, you can't handle the truth. Well, I guess that must be a part of the truth. And why is that? Well, you've heard the expression, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? Now, you have been given a message that allows you to keep right on doing what you're doing. That message is that Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son of God, came to the earth. Now it gets a little mixed up here because he came to the earth to set the captives free, to deal with those who were going through all kinds of changes. Well, that's what the word says, but nowadays they don't see it like that. He came to the earth wealthy, the most wealthiest man on earth. In the book, they say that he was offered to be the wealthiest man on earth, and he turned his back on it. This is what it said in the book. Now, I don't know anything about all that kind of stuff. I just know people be talking. But this much I do know. I do know that all things, when I say all things, I'm talking about all things, are the expression of another. I know that this pain and suffering that we have every day is because of us, we the people. Now, the reason that I say and tell you a different message than what they tell you is that the message I tell you about is a message of love. And it comes from a lover. It comes from a wonderful parent. A parent who's capable. A parent who is able. A parent has prepared even before the beginning that it will be finished. Now, this is not the representation of a parent that's negligent. This is not the representation of a parent. You see, the parent that prepares for you makes sure that you got food, clothing, and shelter. That means even in your mother's womb, you got food, clothing, and shelter. Even in your mother's womb. Now you think you get out of your mother's womb, you're not going to have food, clothing, shelter? Not by the God that I tell you about, but by the God you serve right now. Well, somebody said, well, he gives us choice. Yes, he does give you a choice. But one choice is based upon a lie. Now, the true God knows the difference between a lie. The fake God doesn't. Confused. He's accepted all kinds of things. This is why you can't, when you hear the scripture say, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? This is the reason you have to wonder about it. You don't understand it. Is because the lie that you were told, you were supposed to be free because he's on the cross. You are supposed to be free simply because you believe. and all the things that you've done, forgiven, and you can't work and pay your way in, so don't even try, they say. Just accept the fact. Whoa, can't go that way. Just accept the fact that you've been given a gift. All right? Now you've been given that gift. But the truth says, no, you can't fake this. See, God is authentic and God is real. A tree requires certain things to be a tree. The sun requires certain things to be a son. A child of God requires a certain thing to be a child of God, not somebody just getting over, but somebody who's wonderfully playing their role in the process. Basically, what that basically means is that as a child of God, you stand for love. You stand for that which brings peace, prosperity, freedom, joy, fulfillment of dreams, the way God does. That's what you do. And the evidence, Father, why hast thou forsaken me after I've done all these good things and they're still going to have to go through this? Yes. Why? Because it is the difference between a person who's real and a person who's not. A person who's real knows that God exists and has nothing to worry about. So if put in a situation to give your life as a substantiation of God, and if God doesn't stop it, you gladly take it because you know it's all right. Meshach and Meshach, Abednego taught you that. But now the fake ones, they'll stand up like they did Donald Trump. Then they say, "Hey, the devil coming down the road, the devil coming down the road. Get away from the devil, get away from the devil." And the devil walk on up to the door, open the door, and step in. And all of those who were calling him devil coming down the road, what did they do? They took a seat. They took a seat and honored the devil. You see what I'm talking about? That's the difference. All of those fakers put in the situation where death comes, death is the confrontation. Oh no, I'll go as far as I can go, but God knows my heart. I ain't going through that death. Jesus already took care of that for me. You see, I just want to leave that with you, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm going to finish walking my dog. Thank you so very much for listening. Goodbye.